Well, hello everybody. It is Dave and Bo. She was just in her cover girl pose. Nope, she's gonna look straight ahead now. There are so many cool things happening in the garden this week. Three major things. I put in new solar lights, I've got new garden speakers, and I have a plant order that just came in from Mr. Maple. So excited to show you all three of those, and we should get started. So let's head over to the speakers first. I am not sure how you would pronounce that, but that is the speaker company that I ordered these from through Amazon. They come two a package, $125 for both. If you're a Prime member, I think you get them for $99 last time I checked. But these are amazing. They pair via Bluetooth to your phone, and you can have them outside for watching movies, things like that. I usually play podcasts when I'm out in the garden, and these have a great sound to them. And also underneath the top here, there's also LED lights. So they're generally a warm white type of color. You'll see some other colors in the pictures. I don't know if they'll change or not, but that is the factory setting at least. So those are the speakers, and they are really heavy duty. I mean, these are probably, 5 pounds each. I mean, they're pretty substantial, and they're not like little, they're not going to fall over too easily. But in a windstorm, I would protect them. I haven't done anything over here. Yesterday was 102 here. In fact, it didn't get down under 100 until after 5 o'clock at night, which was crazy. As far as today goes, it is August the 8th, 2025, and today's only supposed to get to 95. Still a hot day, but much better than yesterday, and I think Bo would agree with that. Back over here, I've got the order from Mr. Maple now that it's been out of the box for a day, and I ordered these on Thursday last week, and they came this Thursday, and I'm shooting this on Friday. So this is how they look, and I'll go over each of them here. Chamaecyparis, this is Weisel's, and I can never pronounce the word, saguaro, that's it, just like the saguaro cactus. And so with this variety of Chamaecyparis, you'll see some arms coming off of them, and some of them will like shoot off at like 90 degrees. It's a really cool Chamaecyparis. So I can't wait to see how that looks in the garden, and the plant looks amazing. This is a variety of Japanese maple that I've wanted for a long time. It's called Bronze Age. Look at the beautiful foliage. And also for a 1 gallon container, that's a pretty nice looking 1 gallon container. Up north, there is a nursery that Mr. Maple just bought. It's called Buckholtz Nursery. And this is one of the owner's varieties, from what I understand, that he hybridized. And Bo gives her agreement. The next one is a dwarf variety. It is called Little Joe. And I thought that was a really cool one to add into the garden that will be something for more of a front of the planter bed rather than toward the back. And then there's been a variety that's been in a lot of people's top 5 list, and it's called Geisha Gone Wild. And I'm going to zoom in right here. This is my first variegated Japanese maple, and the plant was absolutely gigantic in those shipping boxes. So they actually had to bend, unfortunately, part of this plant back down to get into the plant or into the box. Now, fortunately, Japanese maples are very, very flexible. So also during the winter time, I can stake them, run some wire around them as well to help them kind of grow in the pattern that I want them to grow in, as Bo is destroying my guava tree here. Other than that, the New Guinea impatiens, look at how many blooms are on that one over there. We'll take a quick tour around, as it is already pretty hot. It's early in the morning, not early, but it's like 9:30. Beautiful Dahlia there, as well as up there. Look at all the foliage coming out on that succulent. And even though I cut this back pretty hard, it's like come back crazy. This is a variegated scented geranium. And I did some cuttings in the far back there. We'll take a look at them at the other angle here in just a moment. No blooms on the plumeria. I think it's just getting too much water back here. And then definitely some burning on the Magnolia Elizabeth with this heat. So I've got some cuttings back here. They survived the hot weather. They've survived just rooting right into the ground. So, and that's also a different Chamaecyparis in the background there. I don't know the variety. I do, but it's not in my brain at the moment. Everything else back here is looking extremely good. The blood goods got a little crispy yesterday as well, and fortunately we are in the 10-day forecast still looking really good. We're going to be back down into the 80s after this weekend, so that I'm very thrilled about, because that'll bring us to past the middle point of August. All right, this one too also got burned a little bit. Nothing to worry about though. And even the crispiness on the Japanese maples is, you know, maybe a little unsightly, but it's nothing that's going to harm or kill the plant. And these are going to turn a vibrant yellow. This is Sangugaku, by the way. Vibrant yellow in just a few more weeks, and then the leaves will all drop. I showed these to you on the, I think, last week's video, but I added in a whole bunch more lights, and I should probably put this, if I didn't last week, I will put it as the thumbnail for this week. Got a beautiful sweet pea bush, just loaded with blooms. Everything else survived the heat pretty well, and in fact this exploded this week. This is the almond bush. One of my, you know, I've come to like this plant. It's been one of my favorites now for a couple of years. It's one of the first ones I put in when I started revamping the garden. Very soft, sweet scent to it, but you do have to be right up against the flower in order to smell the flower. It's not overpowering for a garden, even with all these blooms on it now. And it's in the lemon verbena family. So it's supposed to get up about 10 feet tall, so it'll fill up that area and hopefully make the garden seem more private. The cherry tree did really well. This is one of the trees that does tend to see some burning when it's over 100 degrees, but fortunately that was fine. Berberis in the background there. And apricot did well. Bay tree did well. Got another bloom opening up on the sandback jasmine. And fortunately, the apricot, the flowering apricot, did well too. I've also switched watering. I was watering kind of early in the morning to right about noon because the weather was so pleasant. I did switch that to a nighttime watering so that as much of the water that I have can be absorbed not only into the ground, but into the plant as well. The lights, if I have a video, I'm gonna put that in right now. Hey everybody, it is Dave. Bo is actually inside, up on her bed, getting some sleep. And I thought I'd come out here at dusk and take a look at all the solar light features. So I got these solar lights from Amazon. One set I got a year ago, and it's held up really nicely. I put it all up against this flower bed over here. Only one of the lights has died in the past year, but all the others are doing great. And then I bought a brand new set that is out in the rose garden. So I thought we would just take kind of a evening stroll through the garden before all the creatures of the night come out. Not too bad as far as wildlife goes. Occasionally you'll get some raccoons through here. We get a lot of possums, and unfortunately, because the next door neighbor's doing a lot of yard work, some rats and mice. So those have been around a little bit more frequently. There are lizards as well, but that's really about all the creatures. Fortunately, no skunks or anything like that. So here we go. So we're now in the rose garden, and I put these up last night. There's my shadow. And they are doing really, really nicely. And kind of, let's see if we can get a nice view of them here. Kind of a nice pathway going into this back gate over here where all the trash cans are and things like that. But I just wanted to get kind of a nice evening look at the garden. And I'll return you back to your normally scheduled program. And I think that is it for this week. So just kind of a shorter video this week. I'm going to see Bo over here. She'll do our sign off. And by the way, guava seedling. And Bo is obsessed with probably a lizard. Hey, Bo. Bo. I know she hears me. There she is. All right, Bo, we'll see you next week. Bye.